Hello again. Welcome to class 929. We are progressing. 929 expressions at the top of page 76. At the top of the page, 76, at top of the page, 76, easy peasy, facilito, fácil. Chupao, pan comido. Yeah, tirao. Yeah, very easy. Easy peasy. Se usa tanto easy peasy que muchos añaden japonés, Japanesey. Japanese, japonés is Japanese, pero Japanesey, easy peasy Japanesey. It's very easy. English, easy peasy Japanesey. English is a piece of cake. Learning English is easy. Anybody can do it. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. Es un trozo de tarta. O sea, es pan comido. Yes. It's easy peasy. Not true. Learning a language is not easy peasy. It's difficult. But it's fun if you are inspired. La inspiración, if you're inspired, it's fun. The next one, to eat like a horse. Comer como una lima. Una lima. To file. To file your nails. I'm filing. Como el file-mail, file. File es archivar. File también es un archivo, un fichero. Es a file. File también es un expediente. Con carpeta y archivo, expediente. Mi expediente, my file. He estado mirando tu expediente. I've been looking over your file. A file, a nail file. This looks like a pen, but it's not. Es un lima uña, ¿sí? It's a nail file. To file my nails. La. Yeah, filing my nails. Not bad. Look at my nails. They're not bad. Yeah. I file my nails because I play the guitar. So I file these nails. These, I grow them just to be like the others. All right? But I only need 4. I need these 4 nails to play the guitar. All right. I don't need my pinky. This is a pinky. I don't need this one. All right. But in any case, easy peasy, and to eat like a horse. Comer con una lima. He eats like a horse. Yo no digo esto. Yeah. Lo que sí digo y decimos, we always say, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Es una frase súper hecha. Tengo tanto hambre que podría comer un caballo. And here you say una vaca, creo. Que tiene más sentido. But I don't know why. In English, it's always a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Elbow grease. Grasa de codos. Engrasar el codo. All right. Means darle caña a alguien. Darle caña. Yeah. Elbow grease. Give it some elbow grease. All right. I never use this expression. Grease. La película Grease. You remember? Claro, es grasa. Yes. Grasiento, grease. Yes. I remember in the 1960s, in the first half of the 1960s, the men put brillantina on their hair. They put grease on their hair. My father, for example, perfect. You remember the television series Mad Men? You remember the hair that was grease? And there was a popular hair cream called Brill Cream. Brill como brillante, crema brillante, Brill Cream. And the commercials on television constantly about Brill Cream. There's 2 boys in front of a mirror. One boy is using Brill Cream, and the other boy is using another brand. And he says, why do you use that greasy kid stuff? ¿Por qué usas esa cosa grasiente de niños o de adolescentes? Greasy kid, los chavales, greasy kid stuff. And it was constant. Greasy kid stuff. Finally, there was a company that patented and started selling called Greasy Kid Stuff. So when you go to the supermarket, you had Brylcreem and Greasy Kid Stuff. And it was very popular. All right. So, grease, elbow grease. Yes, hubo que darle mucha caña para poder realizar ese difícil trabajo. It took a lot of elbow grease. I don't use this expression, grease. Se pronuncia igual que Grecia, el país, Greece. Hay mucha grasa en Grecia. There's a lot of grease in Greece. Yeah, grease. Greasy. Cuando es grasiento, la S adquiere zumbido. Z, greasy, greasy, greasy. All right, at the bottom of page 76, the elephant in the room. There's the elephant in the room. El elefante en la habitación means el tema tabú. Hey, about Marta, don't speak about the lighting. It's the elephant in the room. Yes. There's an elephant in the room. Yes. Como todos estaban procurando ignorar el tema tabú, nadie lo mencionó. As everyone was trying to ignore the elephant in the room. But it's an elephant. All right. Es asombroso lo mucho que se esforzaron para evitar hablar del tema tabú. It's amazing how much effort they made to avoid talking about the elephant in the room. Yes, the elephant in the room. Okay, that's enough for our expressions for today. These expressions, you don't need to learn them. A few of the expressions many of the expressions are very, very common. But you don't need expressions to speak English well. You can use standard English. You know, I could say, estoy rendido, estoy que no puedo, pero estoy cansado. Estoy cansado is perfect Spanish. I'm tired is perfect English. I'm worn out. I've had it. I'm done in. I'm extenuated. Yeah, there are more. But I'm tired. All right. Let's go on, shall we? Gain fluency. Yes. Page 40. In the middle of page 40, micro paragraph 326. Marta. The other day, I had lunch with a doctor. And the lunch was to celebrate that he had finished all 1,000. He finished this book. And he told me that he memorized every paragraph and repeated it at least 5 times aloud from memory. 1,000 paragraphs. Wow. Eso tiene un nombre. True love. Amor verdadero. True love. Ganó el amor verdadero en muchos. Yes. Like Margarita in Barcelona. Yeah. Quiere venir a la programa de radio. Maybe you'll meet Margarita someday. Okay. Yeah. By the way, Margarita, because you don't have a computer, I can't write to you quickly, so I need to write a letter and go to the post office, put a stamp, go to the post office and everything. It's a pain in the neck. But I invite you to come any day in April or May. Any day in April or May. Remind. Any day. A Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, or a Friday. Any day in the month of May or in the month of April. But in any case, yeah. Write to me suggesting certain dates. Because Margarita never travels. So this will be a specific to be on my radio show. Maybe we can bring her here. Maybe. You think so? All right. Okay. hay que quebrar las reglas. Okay? You have to break the rules sometimes. All right. Paragraph 326 in the middle of page 40. You bring the wine and I'll bring the lamb chops, okay? Hay una chuletada en el campo. You bring the wine, and I'll bring the lamb chops, okay? So que yo traiga el vino y tú las chuletas de cordero. Yeah. You bring the wine. Mira, acentúo you. You bring the wine. Que seas tú quien trae el vino. You bring the wine and I'll bring the lamb chops. I expect around 20 people. So we'll need 12, maybe 15 bottles of wine. Make it red. Half Rioja and half Ribera. Oh, esto es difícil. I expect espero unos 20 personas. I expect around 20 people. So, we will need 12, maybe 15 bottles of wine. Yeah. Make it red. Que sea tinto. Que sea tinto in English, make it red. Make it red. Half Rioja and half Ribera. Okay. Yeah. 50 bottles. But it's 15 bottles. It's half a bottle. 7, 8. 8, 7. 7, 8. It doesn't matter. Half Rioja and half Ribera. Make it red. You know, I remember in 1973, I think, here in Spain, I can't remember what it was. They were selling televisions. I think it was before I came here. Yeah, it was. I think it was in the 1960s, en los años 60, cuando empezó el auge de comprar televisores. And of course, there were different brands of television. Panasonic, Sony, there were different brands of television. And the company Philips, had billboards everywhere. A billboard is una valla publicitaria al exterior. Billboards. And just que sea un Philips. Que sea un Philips. See, it's very, very simple. Que sea un Philips. Decir aquí Philips, no Philips. Como Pepsi en vez de Pepsi. Que sea un Philips. Everybody bought a Philips. It was a powerful message. Que sea un Philips. In English, make it. Hazlo un Philips. Make it a Philips. Y aquí, que sea tinto, el vino que compres. Make it red. Half Rioja and half Ribera. You bring the wine, and I'll bring the lamb chops. You bring the wine, and I'll bring the lamb chops. And we'll have about 15 people. You bring the wine, and I'll bring the lamb chops. Lo que hago por ellos, Marta. Lamb chops. Chop. ¿Cómo suena? Chop. Como un chopo, sin la O al final. Chop. Chop is onomatopoeica. Con H de carnicero. Chop. So we have lamb chops, chuletas de cordero. Pork chops, chuletas de cerdo. Beef chops, chuletones de vacuno. Yeah. Chop. And we say to chop down a tree, talar un árbol, to cut down a tree, or to chop down a tree. And to chop off your head, también. I'm going to chop off your head if you don't memorize these paragraphs. Okay, you bring the wine and I'll bring the lamb chops. Fijaos en la X. I expect around 20 people. So, we'll need 12, maybe 15 bottles of wine. Necesitaremos 12, bueno, a lo mejor 15, ojo. We'll need 12, maybe 15 bottles of wine. Make it red, que sea tinto, vino rojo. Solo se dice tinto aquí. Rouge, vin rouge in France, red wine in English, vino rosso in Italian. In Portuguese, I don't know. I don't know, vino tinto. Interesting. Okay, make it red. Half Rioja and half Ribera. All right, paragraph 327. I'm becoming more nostalgic with old age. I've never been homesick, but I would really like to go back and visit the places where I lived when I was young. When I was young. Yeah. Yes. I'm becoming more nostalgic. Me estoy haciendo más nostálgico. I'm becoming more nostalgic with con la vejez, with old age. I'm becoming more nostalgic with old age. Yes. I've never been homesick. Enfermo de casa. No, es la morriña. Home, la añoranza. Yes. Yes, to be homesick. To feel homesick, to be homesick, means sentir morriña. Ganas de estar en casa, cuando estás alejado de casa. To feel homesick. I want to go home. I want to go home. Yeah. I'm becoming more nostalgic. Nostalgia. Nostalgia. I'm becoming more nostalgic with old age. I've never been homesick. Esto es verdad. I have never suffered homesickness. Never. I've never been homesick. I don't know why. Never. Are you homesick for Seville? No? Okay. I've never been homesick. Y la morriña o la añoranza es homesickness. Es enfermedad de casa. Homesickness. I've never been homesick, but I would really like to, de verdad me gustaría volver. I would really like to go back and visit the places where I lived when I was young. Yeah. I would like to go back to Cloverdale Street in Houston, Texas. I would like to visit St. Luke's Presbyterian Church, Longfellow Elementary School, Sun Valley Drive in Houston. And then in Tulsa, I would like to go back to New Haven Street, 5201, to Irvington Street, to my Carnegie Elementary School, Nimitz Junior High, Byrd Junior High, Memorial High School, yeah, my old stomping grounds. Curiosa expresión, mis antiguos pagos o lares por ahí. Donde we say stomping grounds. Terrenos de stomp is andar, boom, de forma bruta. It's just stomp. Yeah, stomping grounds. Curiosa expresión, stomping grounds. Where I used to, my God. Yes, it brings back nostalgia. And you feel nostalgic. Okay, I'm becoming more nostalgic with old age. With old age. I've never been homesick, but I would really like to go back and visit some of the places where I lived, donde vivía, where I lived, o donde viví, when I was young. Yeah. This happens to everybody. Next paragraph, 328, page 40. He's in a bad mood today. Está de humor de perros hoy. He's in a bad mood today. So it might not be the best time to approach him with your idea. Besides, if you wait until tomorrow, I'll be able to join you in the meeting. Okay. These are two people. Me and the other person. Now the other person wants to talk to the boss about a new business idea. My friend has a business idea, and he wants to talk to the boss today. And I say, not today, eh? He's in a bad mood. He's in a bad mood today. So, así que, por tanto, It might not, puede que no sea el momento más propicio, ¿no? It might not be the best time to approach him, acercarte a él o aproximarte a él, abordarle, to approach him with your idea. It might not be the best time, no? It might not be the best time to approach him with your idea. He's in a bad mood. It might not be the best time to approach him with your idea. Besides, además, besides, siempre con ese, besides, if you wait until tomorrow, I'll be able to join you in the meeting, but I can't today. I'm busy. If you wait until, besides, if you wait until tomorrow, I'll be able to, podré unirme a ti, juntarme contigo. I'll be able to join you in the meeting, 2 against 1. All right, so, one more time. He's in a bad mood today, so it might not be the best time to approach him with your idea. Besides, if you wait until tomorrow, I'll be able to join you in the meeting. If you wait until tomorrow, if you wait until tomorrow, I'll be able to join you in the meeting. If you wait until tomorrow. So yeah, the next one, 229. All right. The next to last one on page 40. Surprisingly, sorprendentemente, surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. No, in fact, there have been very few, maybe 5 or 6 at the most. That's out of 3,000 users. So for now, things are going really well. Surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. Surprisingly, aquí suena así, ¿no? Surprisingly. Luego, cuando sabes muy bien el idioma, se entiende perfectamente y con claridad. It's interesting. When I came to Spain, my Spanish was good, but I didn't understand anybody. Now, when I'm walking in the park and people near me are blah, 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 talking, I understand perfectly. And it's very, people, visitors to Spain say, los españoles hablan muy rápidamente. No, you don't. You don't. When you understand a language perfectly, 95% of the people don't speak fast. Some people, yes, but most people don't. Now this, surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. No ha habido muchas quejas. There haven't been many complaints. Por sorpresa. Me sorprende. Sorprendentemente no ha habido muchas quejas. Surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. In fact, de hecho, as a matter of fact, or in fact, there have been very few, maybe 5 or 6 at the most, como máximo. A lo mejor 5 o 6 como máximo. Maybe 5 or 6 at the most. At the most, at the most, at the most. At the least, como mínimo. At the most, at the least, at the most. Maybe 5 or 6 at the most. That's out of 3,000 users. Y esos sacado de 3,000 usuarios. Solo 5 o 6. Not bad. Yeah. And that's out of 3,000 users. So, for now, por ahora, things are going really well. Cosas andan, pero requete bien. Really well. Things are going really well. Surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. In fact, there have been very few. Maybe 5 or 6 at the most. That's out of 3,000 users. So for now, things are going really well. So for now, things are going really well. Yeah, surprisingly. I expected more complaints. But there have been only a few. Maybe 5 or 6 at the most. Maybe 5 or 6 at the most. All right, one more paragraph. Oh, we only have 1 minute left. Yes. The next paragraph at the bottom of page 40, I'm going to do tomorrow. I want to stay one more time with the previous paragraph. Surprisingly, there have been ha habido, plural, han habido, como dicen en Levante. There haven't been, many complaints. In fact, there have been very few. There haven't been, there have been. There haven't been, there have been. Surprisingly, there haven't been many complaints. In fact, there have been very few, maybe 5 or 6 at the most. That's out of 3,000 users. So for now, things are going really well. Congratulations, and see you tomorrow.